May 1940. Britain was on the brink of collapse. Nazi Germany had conquered Europe, and now the British Isles stood alone. But one man refused to surrender: Winston Churchill. Born into an aristocratic family, Churchill's childhood was far from perfect. His parents were distant, and he struggled in school. He was seen as a failure. But he had something greater than grades: an unbreakable spirit. Instead of giving up, Churchill worked harder. He loved history, he loved war strategy, and most of all, he loved proving people wrong. At 25, Churchill was sent to fight in the Boer War in South Africa. He was captured by enemy forces, but did he give up? No. He escaped from a prison camp and became a hero overnight. This was Churchill's first taste of real war, and he knew one thing: Britain needed strong leadership to survive. By World War I, Churchill had climbed the political ladder. As First Lord of the Admiralty, he was in charge of Britain's navy. But then, disaster struck. Churchill led the disastrous Gallipoli campaign in 1915. Thousands of soldiers died. His career was over. He resigned in disgrace, and many believed he was finished. But Churchill never gave up. He knew his time would come again. While others ignored Hitler, Churchill saw the danger. He warned Britain again and again, but no one listened. They called him paranoid. They called him a warmonger. But in 1939, Hitler invaded Poland. War had begun. Now, Britain needed a strong leader, and Churchill was ready. May 10th, 1940, Britain's darkest hour. The Nazis had crushed France, and now Britain was alone. The country needed a leader. They chose Churchill. His first speech? Not promises of peace, not surrender, but this: Britain prepared for war. Churchill led the resistance against Hitler's invasion. The Battle of Britain had begun. Nazi bombers rained destruction on London, but Churchill never wavered. His words became legendary, and Britain did not surrender. The Nazis failed to conquer the island. Churchill had given his people hope. With the help of the US and the Soviet Union, Churchill planned the biggest attack of the war, D-Day. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy. Hitler's defeat had begun. Less than a year later, the Nazis surrendered. The war was over. Churchill had led Britain to victory. After the war, Churchill lost the election, but he never stopped inspiring people. He wrote books, gave speeches, and remained a symbol of courage. Today, Winston Churchill is remembered as one of history's greatest leaders. His words still echo through time. Today, Winston Churchill is remembered as one of history's greatest leaders. His words still echo through time. Churchill's story is just one of many incredible leaders in history. If you love history and inspiring stories, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And don't forget to like this video if Churchill's leadership inspired you. It really helps the channel grow. Which historical figure should we cover next? Let us know in the comments.